Cheerio, I'm back! I say. Not that drunk. Alrighty. Here we go. Rum and Coke. Let's see, indeed. Oh yeah, I've heard of them before. Can't believe I actually met one. Say, Alma, how many people are there in your family? Just curious. Aside from my mom and my dad, we're four sisters and one brother. Funny enough, we all have names that start with the first 5 letters of the alphabet. So are you the oldest then? Is that how that works? So you're the eldest one? No, actually I'm the middle kid. Huh. You're a middle kid, but your name starts with A? Don't think too much about it. I never said the order reflected our ages. My sister Carlotta is the eldest one, and there's Diana. Alright, other 2. We need B and E. I'm gonna say Beatrice and Edgar. Then comes Ava. And at the bottom lies Belle. Sorry, youngest one is Bernardo. Seems like there's a story here. Trans, maybe? You've never been alone, I'm guessing. Can't complain about that, I guess. Trust me, being alone is much better. It helps that we were never 5 in the same house. By the time Evita, or Eva as you said earlier, Evita and Bernie were born, Diana and Carlotta had already moved. Speaking of family, today I came because I needed a break from everything that's been going on with them. Do you live with them? No, but Evita and Bernie do. Not to mention I visit them almost every day. Anyways, my second eldest sister, Diana, just separated from her husband. Shame that. It's not even been a week, but she's already got some other guy in her bed. That's a rebound for you. We've all been there, I think. Your neck is too long. I think I said that already. I can't click on her, or the billboard behind her, or these jukeboxes. Can't click on the news, though. Let's get Hassy Zero. I don't know why I said Hazy Zero. Let's get Hassy Zero going. Your stupid hair. Fucking do something about that cowlick. It looks dumb. She left her kid, oh man, with her husband's parents and pretty much forgot about them. Never mind the fact they need to go to school and all that. Ugh. Damn. Diana's life has always been messy, but these days she's really making it big. She wants time for herself to live her life. She didn't think about that when she married a guy at 20. She didn't think about that when marrying the guy she had only known for like 3 months. I was gonna say, marrying at 20 is not bad if you've known the guy for a while. You should take your own advice. Hey, I'd never marry someone who could catch my attention so quickly, okay? Are you the one that's rebounding constantly? And you're like between men always? You're afraid of routine, that sort of thing? I think that's you. It kind of muddles together in my brain, especially when you mix alcohol into it. Oh yeah, she has the hand thing, and I think that's a robot hand, not a glove. I don't know. Sure, there was that one time when it almost happened, but I blame the damn stadium kiss cam. Almost married, huh? Whatever. Kiss cam. I was going out with a guy my little sister introduced me to. Seemed he was her friend's brother or something. Then a couple times he invited me to a basketball game. Mood was ice, and then later kiss cam focused on us instead of kissing me. He proposed. I almost got caught up in the mood and accepted. Huh. I think you rejected him in a stadium on the fucking kiss cam. Went out for like 3 weeks. That is rushed. I don't know, maybe he wanted to get in my pants the old sex on the wedding night line. Do you not put out until you're married? Interesting to see that particular staple of morality stuck around, when apparently hookers are a thing. But I honest to God can't understand why he thought it would be a good idea. Sounds too convoluted, you know? Proposing and waiting for wedding night just for sex. Never underestimate the lengths of man who's willing to get you into their bed. Seen more convoluted plots over the years. Oh man. That reminds me of a story. So I'm going to take a break real quick and tell you about this story. I need to pull up the fucking Newsweek article because I'm going to get it wrong in my state. The gist of it is some guy in New Zealand came up to a woman. Now, hear me out here. I don't believe in victim blaming, alright? Clearly the man is at fault and he should be prosecuted. At the same time, this woman is a moron. So, this guy comes up to a woman he kinda sorta knows, and says to her, and he's like red-faced, hunched over, clutching his chest, according to the news article. He says to her that a man has beat him up and forced him to drink a toxin that there is no antidote for, and the only way to get it out of his body is to sweat it out. And then he flew out of the country. So, already this is weird. And the woman suggests, let's go for a run. Alright, fair enough. This guy, apparently not having remembered that that was a thing you could do, says, no, I have to sweat it out in a particular way, i.e. sex. And she believes him. And it's like, alright, on paper that sounds bad. Maybe he was really convincing, or there was like an extenuating circumstance. Maybe there was something that like led her to believe this was a legit thing, even though it's clearly a fucking stupid story. But then, to corroborate the story, because obviously, and apparently this woman did like want some proof of this, you know, it's like, you can't just walk up to somebody and demand sex because there's poison in your body. You need some evidence. She started receiving emails from an unknown source, not only confirming this story, but explaining to her how often to have sex with the guy in order to remove the toxins. Which she believed. She didn't ask, like, why would he do this? Why did he leave the country? What possible way would he have of knowing my email address to contact me with this information? So lo and behold, he's the one sending me these emails, and according to the news story, she began to suspect, keep that in mind, began to suspect that these emails were not real because, first of all, they were typoed, and secondly, they referred to the man as a nickname only he himself uses. So, not only was it misspelled and, like, magically knew her email somehow, it's calling him by a nickname only he uses. And she bought this. She had sex with the guy. And her friends told her, go to the police. You are obviously being tricked. Also in the emails, apparently, I forgot about this. Thank you, Newsweek. She was promised not only money and cars, but that naked photos of her would be leaked to social media if she didn't comply. Like, what the fuck? This guy is clearly a scumbag and deserves jail. He's an asshole. You're also an idiot, lady, if you bought that story. That's a really stupid story. That is a convoluted... Oh yeah, no. He beat me up and forced me to drink poison that I can only get rid of through sex sweat. And then he fled the country to a volcano island. Presumably. I don't know. Like, oh my god. It was a trip reading that article. Because it just got worse. It was like, Like, honestly. She's a fucking idiot. Like... I hate to be that guy. I don't want to blame the victim. The guy is 100% at fault. Punish the guy. He's going to jail. He pled guilty to these charges. He is facing jail time, as he should. The man's a scumbag. Don't detract that from the fact that this woman's dumb, alright? Who the hell... You need to educate that woman that lying is a thing. People can come up to you and lie. Whatever. I've wasted too much time on this one screen where nothing is happening. See more convoluted plots over the years. Yeah, you don't say. I'm feeling tempted to ask, but I'll pass. Oh, that would be wise, wouldn't it? Want anything else? What's that bottle? That's some absinthe I found at home. It's unlabeled, so it's not that valuable. Do you know how to serve it? I know how to serve absinthe. You sip it. I've actually done shots of absinthe. Boy, let me tell you, don't do that. I'd usually need some kind of spoon to perch a cube of sugar, but the station doesn't all have that. But the station does all that for me. Do you want some absinthe, then? Sure, let's try it. Go to the bottle drinks and drag the shaker before mixing. What? Oh. Well, I mean, what does she want? Do I just... a shot of absinthe? Excuse me. Go to the bottle drinks tab and drag it to the shaker before mixing. Just mix it? I mean, I kind of knew that. I gave the guy a fedora a couple times. Anyways, have a glass of absinthe. Careful, it's strong. Yeah, it is. And dry. I'll tell you if it's strong or not. And indeed it is. Holy shit. Are you okay? I'll be fine. I've had worse in college. What did you do in college, by the way? Jaeger bombs, giant taco pizzas, a cute student teacher. Taco pizzas? I don't know what that is. We all did a cute student teacher at some point in college. Wasn't a student teacher, but, you know. Or cute. I also didn't do it with them. So, no, we haven't, I guess. I will, however, refrain from talking about my college sex life, thank you. I'm talking about studies, woman. I know, I'm a computer engineering dropout. Well, if you're a hacker, yeah, I figured. Dropout. I was getting fed up with the whole make programs for other people thing. I see, so now you just steal them for other people. Alright, now it's my turn to ask questions. About what? What kind of family is your family? Well, I'm an only child. I'm not. My mom and dad split amicably. No, they didn't. They didn't split, I mean. It's not that it was violent or anything. They're still together. My mom's a violinist, so she was always away from home with the orchestra. My mom's not. I spent most of my time with my dad. I spent about equal time, I guess. My aunt and my grandma. I've never really had an aunt. Strictly speaking, I have aunts, but I've never known any of them. My grandpa. Never knew any of my grandfathers. I knew my grandmothers alright, but both my grandfathers were dead before I was born. Aside from that, I'd say my childhood was quite uneventful. Huh. Didn't you get something like your mom's artistic vein or something? I think I played violin until I was around 16, I think. I played viola until I was... in high school, so I guess 15 or 16. Wow, yeah. Played viola until I was in high school. What made you stop? I didn't want to do it anymore. I just kind of said that's it one day and stopped. My mom still bugs me about that. It's like, oh, you could have been a great fiddle player. It always breaks my heart you didn't practice more. And it's like, I didn't want to do it. What about cousins and the rest of your family? I see very little of them, actually. Actually, I see my family all the time. Time for a drink. My mother's side. My dad's side I don't see too much of, but my mother's side is very close, which is... It's a blessing and a curse. They're nice enough guys, I guess. I see them every so often, but at the same time, they're just not people I would associate with if I wasn't related to them, you know? They're alright, but there's nothing really... There's no clique of friendship, you know? I don't know. Drink! Mainly because my dad moved away from most of them. Well, there you go. Most of my mom's family lives in France, to boot. So your mom's French. My mom's not, and none of them live in France, as far as I know. Yup. Can you speak French? Mon aeroglisseur est plein d'anglais. I believe what she's saying is, I only kinda sorta know French. I think she's saying her main language is English. Ooh, what's that mean? Rubbish? I don't know, I can't speak French. I did try, though, but college started and I stopped taking classes. Funny thing is, some of that was actually French. I think what she said, I don't know, rubbish? I think what she was saying is her preferred language is English. The funny thing is, I actually have a cousin from my mom's side that lives close by. But you'll be hard-pressed to make me spot him in a crowd. You're kinda lucky, you know? All of my mom's side of family lives here. Chance of meeting someone I'm related to on the streets are ridiculously high. But yeah, that's the primer on my family. Nothing interesting, sadly. Your mom's a French violinist, and you call that uninteresting? I'm wondering if your family has ever made a fuss about you being a hacker. Hacker makes it sound too exotic. It's like if I called you a mixologist. Ugh, please don't. Hey, look at that. Ever. Sounds like something somebody would say to make bartender sound sophisticated. See? I mean, hacker's a good way to summarize it, but it's not the best. I'm a security consultant. Ah, so you are a legal hacker. If you want to find flaws in security of their systems, I do my best to pinpoint where it breaks. Be it Glitch City or anywhere else in the world, they need security, I'm their woman. That is a legit job. They hire people, find problems in my system, and then they're like, people could do this, this, and this, and then they're in. And they're like, cool, how do we prevent that? And they might be like, I don't know, hire somebody else. I only hack, I don't know security. But, yeah, it's a legit job. You've told quite a few stories about cracking into databases and retrieving info like some sort of mercenary, though. That doesn't change the fact that hacker is not the best term to use. It makes the whole thing sound illegal when it's actually an honest job. Didn't you tell me once you secured some incriminating pics from your guy's cell phone? A mostly honest job. Sheesh. What made you become a hacker, by the way? I've always been a sucker for puzzles. Even as a kid, I always had Sudoku or crossword with me, but at some point they started to feel kind of samey. Well, I mean, they are formulaic and there are patterns to them. So when I started college, I took a course on system security. It felt like the kind of puzzle I was looking for. I mean, there are all kinds of things involved in breaching net security. You need to attack the stuff from different angles. And it's something that's always evolving. The whole point of everything is to strengthen security. Every time you think you've got the gist of it, they change everything. It's kind of like an always evolving puzzle. Fair enough. Puzzle I helped make harder at that time. Huh. I didn't think about it that way. It's less actiony than what the movies make it up to be. Well, isn't everything. No real-time frantic typing, nothing like that. Still, seeing code break through something, it's an amazing feeling. Do you have anything else? Give me something non-alcoholic. I want to play it safe with the whole absinthe thing. Touché. Sweet. I think she said sweet is, that is alcoholic. Bubbly? No, sweet. Sweet. Stick with sweet. Brandy teeny. Nope. Fuck. Girly, then. There you go. I don't even know. Fluffy Dream. I haven't made that before, huh? Aged and mixed. Bam. Here. Hope you haven't spiced this one up. Alma, please. Say, Jill, what's the worst that could happen if you don't get your drinks right? I don't get paid as much? People have the right to not give me money. If they don't pay for it, I don't get my bonus. No bonus means less money and no tips, which doesn't help because I have bills to pay. Oh, I see. Do you have to make an effort? I'm being texted by my mother. What does Mumsy have to say? It's a Pearls Before Swine comic. Oh, that's too long for me to read on camera. Or recording, whatever. Do you have an effort to pay your bills? Nope. Do you have any idea how much I hate you right now? Well, my job pays pretty well, and I'm not the kind to spend too much on things other than food and bills. Ahem. My maintenance on my hands, so they are robotic, and new equipment, but aside from that... Oh, I know, if you have trouble with your bills, why not live with me? No. You could be roommates. Dunno. Moving my stuff through the stairs because the elevator's broken. Having to move my liquor collection. Rum. You're all that I need. Never mind the fact that my cat's a shut-in. That got very upset one time I moved some furniture around. The idea of moving just gives me a headache. Shouldn't take things so seriously when I say them, you know? I don't, but I've thought about it before. Now I need some air. I'm gonna take my break. You wanna come? Are you inviting me to the back of the bar? You should invite me to dinner first. Oh, because I said come. Every minute you waste making jokes is time taking away from my break. Fine, let's go. Boss, I'm taking a break. Call me if anyone comes in. Sure, sure. Wonder if that's ever worked. I'm taking my break. Wanna come? Yeah, sure. And then they bang. That must have worked at some point. Fuck if I've been injected, forced to drink a vial of poison that can only be sweated out through sex. And also the guy fled the country. And, ooh, by the way, here's some emails telling you that, I don't know, the Brett man needs to fucking... It's corroborating his story. The biggest crime of that article was it didn't tell me his nickname. I really, really want to know his nickname. Like, I hoped it was awful. It was like, the Dudester, or Ace. It's like, yeah, make sure you have sex with Ace 5 times. It's like, Chuck, why do they know your nickname that only you use? I don't know, let's have sex. I can feel the toxins kicking in. God damn. Fucking ridiculous story. Cold, 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 cold. I take it it's cold out there. I don't even know what I'm picking at this point. Showtime. And... tense. Wait a minute. Oh, well, hold on. I think I have multiple dusks. Yeah, I do. I have to do something about that. Oh, there it was. I like this song. Sure is chilly out there. That's kind of refreshing. That's a way to look at it. The hobo out there seemed like a nice guy. Billy Vine? Sure. Yeah, he's a cool guy, very respectful. Apparently he's got some legal trouble, and that's why he's like that. Really? He could also just be a very nice crackhead, though. I have a cousin who lives like a hobo, actually. Really? Bit complicated, though. Problem is, his family has tried to get him to live with them, but his pride won't let him accept their help. He'd rather live on the streets for some reason. You can't tell with some people, sadly. Why did he become a hobo in the first place? Bad investments and debts. Bank evicted him from his house. Oh, that's not funny at all. It's a serious problem because he has epileptic attack. Oh, God! And refuses to take his medication. I just don't get what's up with him. It's Dorothy. Honey, some service, y'all. I'm not doing that voice all the time. I'm here, don't scream. Oh? Were you two hanging out at the back of the bar? What kind of stuff were you doing? Talking. Is that what they call it these days? I like that. What do you want? Something soft, sweet, no alcohol, please. Wouldn't it be the same if you just grabbed a soda from the vending machine? But I like you. Do you dislike my presence so much? Sweet non-alcoholic, you say? Alright. Sure. Oh, well, I need to end. I'll make the drink. Piano woman? No. Sugar rush. Yeah, there we go. Bam, bam, and bam. Bam. Sugar rush. So we come back. I won't be following her example. I probably got one more episode in me. When we come back next time, we serve her and hopefully see more of the world with these colorful characters. I feel like we've probably met everyone other than the one girl. Oh yeah, there was somebody with a cyber eye and a twin tail haircut. I feel like we've met all the characters then. Anyways, thank you so much for watching. I've been Token Lad. Talk to you later, Shrewd Negotiators, and see you around Ass Clowns.